So I was tagged by TAC-HILL.
You're it.
I'm it. I was tagged by TAC-HILL, and he wants to know what my favorite bushcraft item is. Well, first thing I'm going to have to say is I have a completely different definition and belief about bushcraft than a lot of other people do out there. I don't confine my bushcraft to such a small box, and that, you know, if you don't see it the same way, I completely understand it, and it's not a big deal. But I also throw in a lot of my prepper attitude and basic survival, and I understand that definitions are important for some people more than others. So basically the whole idea of bushcraft to me is just a larger encompassing subject. So anyway, I could mention my Mora, which was given to me by Sty North. I like that guy. But in all honesty, even though this is a very needed and practical item, this isn't what I would pick to be my favorite. I could also pick my mosquito net, which I did do a video on my favorite item as being this at one time, and true, it is to some degree. It has a lot of practical uses, but this really isn't what I am going to talk about either. I could talk about my stash, my caches that I have out, and yes, this is PVC because I love PVC.
It's not going to rot.
Yeah, you're not going to do a stash with a log. I can just sticking stuff in a log and burying it, I can tell you that. But this represents all of the caches that I have, and I could say that it's actually my prepper caches that I have out, but I'm not going to say that either. I could also pick a more practical hunting protection item, which is my ambush crossbow. I could say this is it, but again, I could live without all this stuff. Of course, it would make my life a whole lot easier if I had it. But I will be totally, completely honest, and it's not actually an item. The one thing, and it's not really bushcraft either, but the one thing that I cannot live without is her, my wife. She's not a bushcraft item, but
Or a bushcraft person.
Or a bushcraft person. But I'm going to have to say, out of these items that I picked, you could say it was the knife, you could say it was the net, my caches that are out, my weaponry, you could say all of that, which would in general be true. But to be totally honest, the one thing that I would refuse to live without would be my wife. So that's my item.
This is as much out in the bush as you'll probably ever see me.
So I don't know if that follows the protocol and, you know, the basic idea of the video, which it probably doesn't, but how often do I step outside the box? Every chance I get.
Every chance.
So I'll have to say, for this video, and I'll try not to do it again, but for this video, I'm going to have to honestly and truly say the one thing that I would refuse to live without would be my wife. So there you are. That's my answer.
I'm sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't know why she loves me. So thanks for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors.